This is Writing Weekend. Writing is a practice met daily, either on the page or off. These two exercises will help you find balance in that practice. I'm going to write with you. 2 minutes on the timer. Let's go. Hi, happy Saturday. Welcome to Writing Weekend. Today we are going to go deep with these exercises. I'm going to put you in a place that really has no boundaries. And the reason I want to do this is because sometimes that total freedom can feel like a challenge. And I think it's really interesting to explore those challenges that come in a space that supposedly has no restrictions. So how can we create a comfort when there are no rules? So essentially the mind doesn't have to start grabbing for rules just for some sense of something beneath the feet, that you can float in a limitless place and really see what that does to the imagination, that does to your creativity. So I feel like because we've done a few writing weekends, we are ready to go into this territory. Let's see what happens. So the first exercise, this is really based on my experience, both working with writers on a one-on-one situation, and also I spent quite a bit of time working with writers on MA courses. And I also spent a bit of time working in a writer's retreat, and I would begin to recognize the look on people's faces where you just said, go, write. And there was a sense of, what am I going to write about? Well, surely you have to give me a little bit more than just write. So I want to explore that fear that comes up, or the questions, or the need to ask questions when you have just been given this free territory within which to roam. So as you know, it's going to be 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to write with you, and then we will explore what's come up after that 2 minutes. But essentially, what would you write if you could write anything for the next 2 minutes? What would you write if you could write anything for the next 2 minutes? Off you go. Okay. 2 minutes. You could have written about anything. So what did you write about? I have to say, when I came up with this exercise, I was aware in my mind that I have at times found this exercise challenging. Now when I reflect on it, the challenge is a very historic challenge. It's way before I developed my writing practice. So for me now, and for those of you who don't know, I have a practice of writing every day. I always write a page, and sometimes that page turns into more, but always a page every day. So for me, it's easy to just start because I just begin with putting words down. So I knew that something would come, but I didn't know what. The first line I would write about love. And I didn't know that that's what I was going to write about. I didn't know that's what I was going to write about when I put that first word down. And when I saw it, it felt so great. I would talk about it honestly, how I feel love for everyone I meet. Yes, strangers, businessmen, friends, colleagues. It's such a wonderful experience to be with people and feel that instant love. So it was all like, oh yeah, I'm totally loved up. I'm writing about love. I can write about anything I want. And then I thought, let's bring a little bit of reflection into this. I've got a little bit of time left. So I wanted to explore the open arena that I had given myself, that I had given you. And I wanted to explore why I brought love into that. So I put, oh, I lost my place there. It's such a wonderful experience to be with people and feel that depth. And yet, this open arena, write about anything you want, is the first place I have made this public. My mind wanted to fill this space with something profound. I chose love, how much I feel it. So that made me reflect why there may be a challenge for some of you when there are no rules, because there's this sense of it has to be profound. If I can write about anything, I've got to choose something really important and really profound. The thing is, that's great because you now know. So get really clear about what is important and profound for you. I think the reason that I was able to just go straight into it is because I know without a doubt that love is one of the most important things for me. So when I had this open arena, the very first thing that I wanted to put into it was love. So get really clear about what's important and what's profound so that when you have that open stage, something comes to mind straight away and you know what deserves to be on that stage. Okay, so we are into this arena of total freedom. What's the next exercise going to be? So as I said, we're going deep. We've explored what happens when you can write about anything and you know what your experience of that was. I want to go a little bit deeper. I want to go inside. So the next exercise, if you were to peel back like this, peel back to your true inner self, your true inner artist, your true inner writer, that part of you within, peeling back to your true inner self, true inner artist, true inner writer, what would you get? Okay, so 2 minutes, if you were to peel back, and perhaps you see it visually, you imagine what layers are coming off, you imagine physically what that feels like, what does it sound like. You can explore all of them or just go straight into one. If you were to peel back to your true inner self, your true inner artist, your true inner writer, what would you get? 2 minutes. Okay, there we go. The second exercise. If you were to peel back to your true self, what would you get? Okay. So I wrote I would get an orange, and I put that's the fruit bowl in front of you. So I knew that that's obviously where my mind had gone. So I thought, okay, let's not reject that. I don't reject anything that comes up because I never know what kind of subliminal message is coming up from my subconscious. So I put, I would get an orange. Yes, that's the fruit bowl in front of me. So I thought, I would get my capacity to see and feel anything because I really genuinely felt like an orange in that moment. I could feel the pips, the juice, the taste of it. So I put, when I've peeled back everything and I have my heart, there is my capacity to go anywhere and to feel anything. I'm no longer held in by skin or rules or agenda. My heart is ready to journey into a fruit bowl and feel it. My heart is ready to journey into the world and feel it. And so I would get my bravery to allow my heart to go where it wants. So again, it really felt like I was getting an understanding, however comic or however seemingly trivial, I was getting this understanding that to be that true artist, to be that true self, for me was about trusting my heart, being brave and allowing it to come out as I peel it back and allowing it to go and put itself somewhere and to transmit to me the story and the feelings that I can then experience, which I know make me a better writer, make me a better life coach, make me a better friend. So that capacity to peel back and put the heart out there is only ever giving me much more bounty for you, for my friends, and for myself. So there we go. We were exploring that place of total freedom where there are no rules. So we were taking the mind and the heart into a place almost where there's no gravity and saying, it's okay. You don't have to grab onto everything right now. You can just allow yourself to float and choose what's important to you to put on that stage, peel everything back and just let yourself be. So ponder the things that have shown up for you. Keep delving into them through your writing. Words on the page are such a wonderful way to explore our states of mind. Hopefully you've been given some insights that are going to help you with your projects, whether that's a business, whether that's a novel, whether that's a piece of artwork. So take all of this information into your weekend and continue with your creativity. And as always, I can't wait to write with you next Saturday.